It started with a locked door. Not just any door, but the door to our home. And on the other side of it stood my roommate, bags at his feet, phone pressed to his ear, voice sharp with frustration. And me? I was over 200 miles away, in my hometown, holding the one key that could have let him in. We shared one key between 3 adults. I know, it sounds ridiculous already, but this wasn't supposed to happen. They weren't supposed to be back yet. They told me they'd be gone for weeks. Mid-July, they said, and it was just early July. So I took the key, not out of spite, not out of carelessness, but because I wanted to fix what had always been broken in our apartment, the key situation. I thought I had time. I thought I was doing the right thing. And now, someone was locked out. Was it really my fault? Let me take you back to how this mess began. 3 of us, good friends, moved in together because it made sense. Rent was brutal, and splitting it 3 ways let us live in a halfway decent apartment. The landlord handed us one key, just one. Maybe we were young, maybe we were naive, but we shrugged and figured we could make it work. We started leaving it with the reception downstairs. The logic was simple. Whoever needed it could grab it, and we'd pass it like a baton in some never-ending relay race. It worked. Until it didn't. You'd think the first day we moved in, we'd head straight to the hardware store and make duplicates. But life got in the way. Schedules got hectic. Excuses piled up. And then the summer hit. My 2 roommates planned a vacation, some long-awaited escape. They said they'd be gone until mid-July. We marked it on our group calendar, confirmed it in texts. So, when I left town myself that Friday, a trip to see family, I thought I had a window. 4 full days before I needed to be back. I grabbed the key. It made sense in my mind. Take the key, get 2 copies made while I was home, and return by Tuesday. Simple, efficient, generous. I even pictured the look on their faces when I handed them each a new key. No more juggling. No more late-night calls to reception. Just peace. But on Monday morning, a full day before I was due back, I got a call. It was one of them, already back at the apartment, already at the door. And the key? With me. I could hear it in his voice, the disbelief, the anger, the exhaustion. "Where's the key?" he asked. I told him the truth, that I had it, that I took it home to get copies made, that I thought he wouldn't be back yet. He cut me off. "You should have left it at reception." "What are we supposed to do now?" I tried to explain. I really did. But I could hear the slam of frustration in his silence. That's when the guilt started. Not because I meant harm, but because somehow I had created harm. And I started questioning everything. Was I careless for not checking again before I left? Was I arrogant to assume their plans wouldn't change? Should I have just gotten the copies made before leaving town instead of after? Or was this just a miscommunication? An unfortunate, avoidable mess where no one was truly to blame? The internet had answers. When I posted the story online, the responses came flooding in. And nearly everyone agreed on one thing. 3 adults sharing one key? That was a recipe for disaster. Go to any hardware store. It takes 5 minutes. Why didn't you make copies the day you moved in? Who makes the receptionist manage their key like it's a lost and found counter? But then others saw the gray areas. You had good intentions, some said. You acted on the information you had. But you should have communicated it. And that hit me the hardest. Because they were right. My plan made sense, in my head. But I didn't tell anyone, didn't send a text, didn't drop a message in our group chat. I just assumed. And when you live with others, when your decisions affect someone else's access to their home, assumptions are dangerous. Still, I couldn't help but feel a little stung. Plans change. That's life. But when he returned early, without a word, and blamed me like I had schemed to lock him out, that hurt. Because the truth is, I was trying to do something right, trying to take responsibility for a problem we'd all ignored. But I forgot that good intentions don't cancel out poor communication. And communication, real, honest, transparent, isn't optional. It's survival. So now, I sit with the question echoing in my mind. Was I trying to be helpful? Yes. Was I neglectful in my planning? Maybe. Was I the reason he got locked out of his own home? Technically, yes. So, am I the asshole? And now, a word from the storyteller. This one, it hit a nerve, because it's not about a key. It's about responsibility. About how we navigate shared spaces, shared lives, and shared assumptions. It's about what happens when the little things, like making an extra copy, get lost under the weight of busy lives and we'll do it later mentalities. It's about friendship too. The kind that starts with good vibes and inside jokes, and then gets tested by real-world logistics. What struck me most was how quickly a simple mistake turned into a moment of fracture. Not because anyone was evil, but because everyone thought they were doing enough. It's a lesson in adulting, plain and simple. Don't let kindness stay in your head. Speak it, plan it, share it. And when in doubt, over-communicate. You never know when a key becomes a crisis, when an assumption becomes an argument, when your silence becomes someone else's locked door. So, I'll leave you with this. Have you ever tried to do the right thing and still hurt someone by accident? How did you make it right? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to AITA Stories, where the little things always lead to big questions.